Alrighty. Figured I'd try to do a little work on my avatar for this morning and a brief bit of gaming while I wait for the sun to come up before I had to try to go out and do a mandatory chore. But should be able to get a little bit done. Or then, let's go ahead and close those so I can open that. Alrighty. For those that may or may not have seen it yet, this is one of several avatar projects I have for a unique and personalized critter concept I've dubbed Maze Wolves. I don't know if you actually see the name information. Nope. Okay. The basic concept for this, and I've had a couple folks ask me what the premise behind it is. It's a small compilation of various ideas, several of which I've had since I was little. And might as well go ahead and do this. Let's see, last person I'd mentioned the wolves to was you. Right, so brief little bit of info on this. For my concept of my unique sci-fi and or fantasy species, the maze wolf, or maze wolves for plural. Maze wolves are an intimidating but living contradictory species, masters of their own sort of mage tech, magical technology. To all foreigners and or strangers, they are always seen wearing an adaptive and sturdy but varying form of armor, not too similar from the protogen visual concept. At a far quick glance, easily mistaken if they exist in the same universe. Their head, viewed from the front, looks like a large, rough-cut, pentagonal-shaped gem-shaped helmet that encompasses their entire head. So, from the back of the skull to the front of the snout. More common to see individuals with no flesh visible and bulkier appearing armor with, again, variations of style and appearance to each individual's personal preference. Now, something you will see, and that you can actually see right here if I bring this view down, is the hand looks a bit bulky and rough. That's for the following detail. 6 quote-unquote fingered hands, with 2 of the fingers being either claws or replaced with any number of modular component dependent on the owner's profession or personal preference. Feet are equally unique in that similar vein. They have a singular and binary toe system, a similar state to hands, with either the single toes or the double toes being the digit with the claws, but never both. Tails are either stub short or extremely long, with medium-length tails being the oddity among the species. Their faces, if ever shown, are unique looking, befitting the helmets. They open their mouth. It opens with 4 sorts of mandibles, 2 upper and 2 lower, with a webbing that connects the upper and lower mandibles as well as the sides. Or the correction, there's basically a webbing that connects all 4 pairs of mandibles. With the mandibles all closed tightly, they resemble a thick sort of muzzle when closed or talking. And for most times, they'll generally modulate how they move their mandibles to get the individual they're talking to some semblance of similarities to their own kinds. So generally that will be a Terran-esque species. So they'll keep their upper and lower mandibles together as they talk to mime, or mimic rather, how most Terran species have just their skull and their jaw for communication. The eyes of a maze wolf are on either side of their head, much like herbivores of Earth kind of planet are similar, despite the fact that they are a omnivorous predatory species. They possess an extremely acute environmental awareness, though, to compensate for their eye location. And potentially this is a still in progress concept of whether they would have a third eye or not, but I'm leaning towards more likely possibility that they would. And that third eye would potentially be artificial in nature. And that third eye would be anything from a cybernetic component to like a gem for the more magical inclined. The heck, they may even have a actual functional eye up there. Due to their magic-tech natures, however, they are fully capable of living in extreme environments without aid or support externally. So they have a hermetic system built into their very body. Or in the case of their armor, that is the system that makes them able to survive in adverse environments. You could as easily find a maze wolf in a vacuum environment as in like a deep sea high pressure environment, or heck, even with the more rigorous ones in high radiation or even volcanic environments. So it wouldn't be impossible to find a maze wolf swimming or walking through lava or magma, as much as going in and working on reactor zones where there's just radiation levels that would kill any other Terran species. For that very reason, they are extremely resilient to various forms of physical damage, and because of their species' natures, they are also extremely resilient, if not immune, to psychological harm and damage, whether that be emotional or mental. But yeah, that is the basic concept behind the maze wolves here. So yeah, that's the reason for the bulky looking hands, which for now I'll probably just leave it as like a standard humanoid hand, 4 fingers and a thumb. I'm still indecisive if I'm going to bother with the feet for now, since this will just be, like I said, the quote-unquote back to basics redeem. And when folks do that redeem in the future, it will bring me right back to this model. So I'll get this to as close to a finished product as I can, just so it's operational, functional, and then just use it. Yeah, you can see a lot of the details are already starting to show a little bit on this. Like the head, for example, like I said, that it has 4 sets of mandibles that make up the snout, 2 upper, 2 lower. They can open them independently, so you could have somebody just pulling a little bit of fun on somebody that like opens one of these mandibles, or they could just open them to left and right or up and down. So they have modular ways of doing various things. And again, they are a Magitech species, so it would be as often, if not extremely common, to find one in a science fiction kind of format. So a bunch of metal, various space age or sci-fi kind of plating and armor and technologies all around them, to as much as a magical where those same plates and all might just be like heavy and dense living armor incorporated or symbiotic to their body. And finding one nude would be basically impossible in a social situation unless they were interacting with close knit family and friends, and those would be individuals that they would trust explicitly. Because for a maze wolf, going quote unquote nude or sans armor would be one of the biggest signs of trust a maze wolf could have. So for that very reason, there'll probably be little to no images ever shown if I get art done of them without their armor, or at least some minimal armor on them. So most of the images for maze wolves will be basically showing them in their full kit and caboodle, as the saying goes. Now, all that being done, so I do have a rough design now. Oh, and you can see that they are going to be potentially plantigrade. I always stumble over these words. Plantigrade or digigrade. Because again, they are a modular species, so one can modify themselves as easily as just a cook could mess with a recipe or a mechanic does repairs on such various kinds of equipment and machinery. So it'll be as often to find one with this kind of leg design as with a more human one. And I had somebody recommend I roll the shoulders forward a little more and put a bit more of an arch in the back. I did do that briefly, and it didn't quite look right. Give more of a hunched over look, which I'm not quite sure I want for the mental image I have for the maze wolves. But it is something I will have to consider. I do need to potentially work on a few more details of this. Like the spine needs to be a little more pronounced. The neck needs to be thicker. The arms as well. Because this is going to be my actual avatar. So I want it to reflect myself a little more. And I'm not exactly a dainty little deer of a person. A little stick in my eye. Okay. Done though. See about going ahead and giving the armature a ride. I have to remember where the various commands are. There's the bone. No. What one is it I'm thinking? No, it's one of you. Oh, that reminds me. I need to fix this right there because that should not be rotating there. That focal point right here, that should be at the feet. So if I do a rotation, it should not be rotating up here. It should be rotating at the feet. But I can't quite figure that one out yet, so it's something I'll have to query somebody that's a little more knowledgeable or try to find a video on. For the most part, I've been doing this all by myself and figuring out a bulk of it without any aid. I have admittedly watched a couple videos of like the various commands, like for example, surfaces. Doing this, for example, being like doing an extrusion for making more of a snout if I wanted to, or like let's see, another example, how to alter various other components of the geometry to change certain parts. So those kind of things I have admittedly looked into for like how to do certain things, etc., etc. But for the most part, I've basically just been learning it blind. It's a work in progress for sure, but I'm getting there. Not too bad when you consider I started with just a cube originally for this design, and this is the point I am with it now. Got a decent head for the at least leanings for the first suggestion of how the head shape is, torso, the arm, the limbs. So not too bad overall. I need to figure out if there's a way I can get an indicator for what the scale of this is, because I'm not sure if this is a good scale representation or not. But again, it's work in progress stuff. And this will be a base for all my Maze Wolves concepts. And who knows, maybe I can actually just take this and put it towards an actual sale of people wanting to get the model. But that would be potentially way on later down the road. And any other Maze Wolves I did, I would probably just gift out to a couple folks I really like or trust as friends. But up until and before then, though, this will be my exclusive intellectual property. So, yeah. Alright, now back to... I know there's a way to do it. Just can't remember. No, not that. Quick favorites, no. Quick highlight is not what I'm looking for. There we go, see. Wireframe. Much better. Solid. Good. I'm gonna have to subdivide all the surfaces though to make that look a little better. For those that are wondering what I mean. So if you look right here on the chest, you can see that this one panel here is, stop that. Actually, make this easier on myself. Don't save. Okay, had to get rid of that. So if you look, like just on this one section here, you can see that it's separated into squares. But one of the things I can do is I can actually take this and subdivision, there we go. So I can subdivide that and make that do that. Each time I do that, it adds to this. And that's one way I can use to drastically alter the design. Because if you look, like you can tell how much that alters the physical shape just from doing that a couple times. I can do that again and again, and that would work wonders for doing something like making the armor potentially. But another way I could potentially do that is like doing this to make like the rib cage and all that, but it's something else to consider. All various things to be able to do. Oh, right. Another thing to do. Makes it look a little weirder though. Do this. Now explain what's going on here. This merge. So where this is connected down the middle, because this is a mirror. So for example, I click that. and this. So doing that, it does all this. The clipping connects these two areas in the front and the back. So highlighting that, since it's mirrored, you can see how much it changes. And clipping combines the two pieces, so it surfaces. So if I wanted to, I could do this, make a completely flat area. Nothing happens. So, stuff that somebody is able to do. But yeah, back to the adding the armature. Add. Armature. I want this wireframe, and we just move this on a Z. Start. Move you all the way up. Don't know why it's behaving like that. Shouldn't be doing that. Should be bringing you all the way up here, not. That's another thing that irked me is something happened in one of the stages I was doing this, and it's been doing it ever since. So if I go to move this, at this view it should be going left, right, up or down, and nothing else if I do certain commands. So right here, if I do this, it should bring it straight up, but it's putting it at an angle, which I don't understand why. So that Z-axis should be straight up and down, but it's tilted for some reason, which it should not be. Like for the same thing, if I do X, that's correct. If I do Y, that is also incorrect. So the Y angle should be front to back. The Z angle should be up and down. And the X angle is still correct for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's doing that. Because it should just bring it straight up. But for whatever reason, it's not. Yeah, like that's not supposed to be doing that either. Actually, that's what I need right there, actually. You'd be able to move that. Need to capture that and move it. Means I need to somehow grab that axis in the middle there and relocate that. That axis point needs to be all the way down at the feet. There's a way to capture it, just don't recall how. Origin. There's a way I can grab that. That's the rotate. I need to be able to move that down, not affecting the rest of the body. So that needs to be all the way down on the ground. So if I go to do that, it should do the entire system. For some reason you're not linked now. You. So if I do that, it moves the entire frame, which I don't want. I just want that one point. So if I rotate, it doesn't keep doing this. Whatever. Keep it sidetracked, so we'll just do the armature and just bring it up manually. Just do 0. 0. 0 and 0 should do. We want the Z roughly here, I think. Try 16. Okay, 16 puts it all the way up into the neck area. About 13 maybe? Yeah, that's a little better. We'll scale it up. Okay. Move you down just a little bit. Change the name of that if I can, because that's irking me a little bit. Okay. Now we can hide the body again. Alright. And subdivide command. I know there's a keystroke for doing the subdivide. Just don't remember what it is. Because subdivide allows you to just make more of it. Gotta look that up real quick because I don't remember. Subdividing command. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. swore there was a command to do that several times. Hold it. Just do it that way. Yeah, so it should not be, if I extrude it, should not be going like all fucking wonky like that. Alright, let's do 10. Go down to 8. There we go. Because I want that roughly about where the hips are. Rotate that a little more. Alright. The pelvis is going to be roughly there. So that needs to come down just a little more. There almost. Okay, let's move forward just a little bit. A little more. About 3. Okay. Right, body. to do another possible bone there for any potential tail, but try to keep things simple for now. All right. Let's see. Looks like that's a little offset. Okay. Right, so that's going to be the stomach and hip area. It's right about there, maybe. You definitely need to be a lot larger. That's going to be for the whole torso. It's got to be the head. Oh, that needs to come forward. Right about there for the hips, I think. Okay, so you got to move about there, I think. For a little more. Because this will dictate how the rest of the body moves. So that should control which way the head turns. Though I think I'll have to remove that and just do this entirely different. It's not easy because it's also a matter I need to like learn what controls what, how certain things move, where things should pivot, angle, and what their range of motion should and can be. It's a learning process. It's a painful learning process when I'm doing it from scratch and doing only bare minimal stuff of like finding commands of how to do certain things. Like this right here might not even actually work because this might not work like I'm thinking. Let's actually go and take a look at a video real quick. We can find out. Okay. Okay, so groups, motion parts, point display, invert kinetics, custom properties. Take a look at this video real quick to find out. Okay, so viewport displays. Display box showing subdivision in all lines. Restricted spheres showing deformation influence. Okay, that will potentially help, I think, because I'll have to shrink those areas of influence down so it only affects those areas. Binding pose of final posted state, disposition geometry. Okay. Draw. Axis, there we go. Okay, so that needs to not rotate there. That needs to rotate further down. Because this rotates, that's the same issue I have with the other component of the entire model, where it shouldn't be rotating all the way up here. It should be rotating from down here. So like if I grab, it's just, no, so it goes from right there then. Right, so let's go ahead and do this. We'll back up. This one is removed. torso. This one needs to come down. Rotate that. Add a new one, I think. Add single bone. Move that all the way up here. Rotate it. And try to get it the size of the head. So that's an entirely separate bone from the rest of this. So the question will be, do I connect these bones or not? Probably just butchering the whole process with just trying to figure this out by myself, but trial and error learning sometimes can be just as good as taught. Let's move you up. Wrist needs to go right about there. Elbow needs to come forward just a little bit. Yeah, and I'm probably doing this all wrong, but that's how I'm going to try to do it, at least to start with. Okay, let's do another bone. Leg. here. Oh no, that's not what I need. Now, go ahead and put that there. Go ahead and just get the foot going. Make it easier on myself. Okay. Move that over a little bit. Just over a little bit. Definitely need to be right there. Okay. Go ahead and extrude our bone. Go that further up. Right, now I need to mirror this for that side. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to do that though. Because I can mirror it and I don't have to do these two for this side. I'll still have to do the hands. Well, I'm thinking about it. Oh, here we go. Mirror. No, we'll just do it like this. fun part will be getting them exactly synced up so they won't look so funky. Okay, let's duplicate. Mirror X. Okay. There. How was that stuff? The hands is going to be the real fun part of catching all the fine details, like getting a bone for each individual finger going. Okay. Okay, so yeah, that right there, it should be rotating at the feet, not this area. But at least it's working. So okay. So that's good. That's good. And I'll definitely have to ask somebody that actually does this for a living that can give me some pointers and advice. I don't think I'm doing too bad, but I'm probably making a bunch of massive fucking oops errors. Let's go ahead and try the fingers, I guess. Extrude, shear, roll. Okay. Oh, I think that's a good spot to save this. Okay. Now, before I call it on this, I want to be able to test the motion, see if it actually move it. Okay. Alright, so I select all that. Ooh, nope, that's not it. Okay, how he describes that one is not very good. So, object mode. I don't know if that'll work. It looks like all that is like singular items. should, I think, work. Unless I gotta make an independent armature for each item. Hmm. Okay, I'm not trying to select the whole fucking thing. I just want. I just want this one bone, not the whole fucking thing. What? Go away. Pose mode, that's what I need. Object mode. So we need to highlight armature and the mesh. Right. So object mode. Yeah, apparently I did something wrong, so that's fine. That got quite a bit of progress in this. So go ahead and just don't save. At the very least, I got the bone structure for that done now. I'll have to figure out how to do a little more refining and tweaking here and there, but that's a good start at least, I think. But again, I'll have to query somebody to be utterly certain on some of the finer details. But I'm learning though. I'm learning bit by bit. I'm learning. Alright. Quick check, see if this door is open, because I do need to appease the nutty looking people at the place I live in. Okay. Open. Alright, now let's say. Go ahead and put that mission screen real quick. And so we'll do one quick match of Tarkov and then flop on over to, well, one quick match of Tarkov, and then I can end the stream briefly, go get the stuff, see if I can go ahead and just do the, train shouldn't take too long. The trains around here aren't that long. Go get the paint, come back, try to do the painting on the stuff that they want me to paint. Which is still stupid because it's my roof they want me to fucking paint. I shouldn't have to fucking paint the roof. Sealing it is one thing, painting it is another. But anyways, we'll do, like I said, 1-2 rounds Tarkov, go get the paint, come back, try to do the painting if I'm able to, get my food cooking, and then come in and resume doing some more gaming. Like I said, I'll have to query somebody on the avatar work, see if they can give me advice of what else I need to do. Because we're stalling along, I don't think I'm doing too bad, but probably things I can drastically improve or such. Alright. Go ahead and do that. And see what we can do. See what we can do. For those that have known me on my channel for a little bit now, you may have noticed in the bottom left that there's a monthly bills thing now. With some feedback and some decision making, I think it was wise of me just make it so that from now on, anybody that contributes to my bills, or I actually need to make a point of making it so even if my stream isn't affiliate or partner or whatever fuck else bullshit that they have, I need to have something that folks can start contributing if they want to see me sticking around to do streaming and see an actual progression point. Thus the indicator if anybody throws money to help me with my bills. And optimally, if anybody does contribute to my monies, any excess would go to like getting food for me and my cats, other mandatory groceries, stuff like that. No bits I haven't used, I can try to gradually start putting back towards other bills and such. Annoys me how to constantly redo this every time I open this, because those loadings in an actual match might be very bad, because that can cause a delay, which could get you potentially killed. Alrighty, so I have an hour to reclaim whatever is about to expire. Which reminds me, how many things did I lose? One. So just one thing thus far. Okay. Well, I got a lot of fucking insurance to reclaim though. Alright, so my armor, backpack, head item. That's an armored rig on that. I guess I'll try to roll the stuff I have on me at the moment, and then just try to sell that and go to the other. But yeah, I think that will be the proverbial battle plan. Alrighty. Still annoys me that you can't insure little stuff like the meds or ammunition. Because like it would be nice if you could like still get a small fee insurance-wise to potentially insure some of this other stuff. Because like going in and not having used any of your Calic or your Splint or like a Salewa and those kind of stuff. Because there are some folks, they don't bother with that kind of things. They just grab like your ammunition, your attachments, like your ears or armor, stuff like that, and they leave the bulk of the rest of the stuff behind. It'd be nice to be able to retrieve that kind of stuff. But like insuring every single round of ammunition, I can understand them not wanting to do that, but it'd still be nice having stuff like that. Alright. Need to grab those. Alright, anything else in here? Not really to worry about. Wouldn't steal my snipers left and right, which is annoying. Alright, we'll ignore that for the moment and see if there's any task I can do that. It's not really. All my quests are ones where I need to also do sniping on. Customs, lighthouse, streets. Don't do any sniping on labs, so I do need to get the freaking card from what's his face. Alright. Well, fortunately the gun is insured and all that stuff, so that would be a hit, but otherwise not too bad. some more ammunition. Right, so 12 plus another 18, so that's 30. Ugh. Man, it turned cold. And I should, keyword, have enough ammunition. Probably just grab some more just in case, because, you know, you never know. Especially if I'm going into fucking labs. Where the cheaters and the chads infest it like nobody's business. Don't necessarily want to take the A1 ammunition now. That's a little expensive. Can I buy it? And buy that, potentially. Yeah, we'll do that. Buy that, and then we'll bring a stack along. Don't really want to bother with using a flash, because I know they're going to disappear. Save my splints in there. Oh, man. Is it actually cold today? Yeah, pretty cold, so I should be able to protect myself from stuff. Ow. Wasn't expecting that to hurt when I stretched. Okay. Let's try to go do a little suffering in labs. Maybe I can get lucky and get the freaking thing I need. I don't really have any keys and shit that are in there, so I can drop all that stuff. I wonder if I was going to leave both of those, because I don't need to take them with me. Take the busted up one. That'll allow me to store these. We'll need one of the dog tag cases. I can remember where the hell I put those. Nothing there. have something I can quickly grab if I want to. Do I want to bring the stems along is the question. Okay, got my injector's case, got a dog tag case, grabbed the stuff there, spare ammunition, meds. My key card on all chance I can get into the med room. I need a backpack, something small optimally. What do you want? Grab that. Ooh, that'll be nice. So I will have to focus on that. Pompon hat, easily done. Flora armor, also easily done. Hanger gate. 3 times. Sure. I'm going to go in there anyway, so. I want to be doing that anyways, because I'm trying to kill people for shooterborn. And I will potentially be running into folks in the lab, so. Okay. Backpack. I don't need anything terribly big either. I just need something small enough and light enough to grab the one fucking thing I'm going in there for. Oh, I know something else I need to take. That'd be kind of dumb not to grab one. Not getting more CMS anywhere. Potentially can do serve kit. I want to be able to save some space though. Okay. That should do it. There we go. Is there any reason for anybody to go into the sanitar room? Sanitar's room. Stimulants, oscilloscopes, a jacket. So kinda. It's a one-time use thing, so. I still got a break from that one little cheating asshole I ran into recently. Okay. Let's go ahead and ready up because there's literally no point in doing anything else. Crappy way of losing AUG if I die, but eh. Alright, so I need a lab map. Really don't like this map though. I really do not. I really do not. Okay, so I need to be on the second floor to get what I want. Which means I just need to do a bunch of fucking skulking and hiding. Well, it'd be nice and cool, or at least I'll be able to not have to worry about getting sunburned. Just keep my friggin' hoodie on and go and do my stuff. Bum, 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 bum. Learning the Blender thing has been interesting. Some of the commands, there's like different things that you can do, and some of the commands make those processes easier because you're not having to like go roundabout ways to do certain actions where you can just do certain keystrokes and it automatically does it. But then there's other stuff where it's just easier to do the long way because you can fine tune it along the way. Kind of taking it a little bit, ain't it? Alrighty. Let's see if I can get that freaking converter in here. Maybe do the quest. Damn, somebody already popping off. You cheating motherfucker. There is no... And you didn't make a single sound while firing that. Yeah, you're cheating. Nice to hit a cheater right off the fucking bat. cheater. You cheating motherfucker. That was a cheater. 100% that was a cheater. Because he was using a weapon with no silencer, so wherever he shot me from, at that distance, he would have been heard. There would have been a muzzle flash. The fact that he got me perfectly in the top of my head, where I was, you would see somebody. So that was a fucking cheater. Which is why I was saying it's just folks fucking cheating that map like nobody's fucking business. Yeah, I know, game. I know. Other side of the map. So he supposedly shot me from this direction, here. I was right here, so he would have had to shoot. He would have had to have shot me from one of those spots over there. But I know I didn't fucking see anybody. So you cannot get up there. Because he would have been visible at that range with the gun he was using and the sound. Because there's literally only two places he could have shot me from. Here, which I would have been able to see him here, or here. But either way, those are both very weird locations. There's no fucking flash. There was a delay from my getting hit too, so. So he missed me with the first one. The second one, he headshot me. Yeah, that's another fucking cheater. First one today, yay! That's why I try to tell folks is that this game's just, it's fucking infested with folks that do shit like that. I didn't even get to live a fucking minute before that cheater killed me. So yeah, just gotta make a clip and then report them. Not much else I can fucking do. Because he was using a fucking Ash 12. Didn't have a silencer on it, it was just a stock fucking barrel. That would have made a visible flash from anywhere he would have shot me from in that area. Furthermore, an Ash 12 without a silencer is loud as fuck. So it would have been audible. So he shot me from somewhere beyond that room, the server room, and got me with a headshot. That's what I mean. Just telling folks I encounter them all the time, and they go, "Oh, you're bullshitting, or you're just crying wolf all the time." It's, well, then I must have really weird encounters then. Oh, it's fucking stupid having shit like that happen though. And I 100% guarantee you it was because I had the death mask, an AUG, and all those meds in my MMAC. Let's see. Need a map that shows me spawn locations. Yeah, and there's not even a close spawn to there too. That's fucking dumb. Oh well. Go right the fuck back in naked. If somebody fucking kills me in this next one, oh fucking well, that's why I'm not going in with any fucking gear. Where you at, bro? But yeah, no. Also, now I think about it, I would have heard him if he was nearby, so that's... He wasn't at the nearest spawn point, because I would have heard him moving to there. I was creeping. There wasn't a muzzle flash at that distance with using an Ash 12. There would have been one. And there was no nearby report from the gun firing. There went all that M5861. Yeah, that's not very subtle. Not very subtle at all. Actually, after this 10th, I'll just go ahead and grab one of my Ash 12s. I know I have one somewhere. If not, I'll just go ahead and buy one and give a demonstration. Because those motherfuckers are loud. They are loud. Let's go ahead and grab that, I guess. Get something to defend myself with, I suppose. That's why I don't really bother with stuff. And that's why when somebody asks, is this a good game, I can just wholeheartedly and instantly say no. As much gear as he had with what he was doing, my having the ears I had on, just there's no doubt he was cheating. Fucking wall banging little bastard. Wall hacking, rather. Surf good. I'll just wake my happy little ass up here. Everybody else can duke it out. Alright, so stairwell. Somebody going Daka Daka. If I'm lucky, I'll be able to pick up some things on the way out. makes any noise, aside from what I've already done. I probably won't be able to do the Sanitar quest, but at the very least, maybe I can find a fucking converter. And I'm in a spot that nobody should come find me. So if somebody comes directly to where I am, then that will mean that there's somebody cheating, like that last round. But hopefully the cheater is going to be after more lucrative stuff than just totally ignore me, especially if they're doing radar stuff. So that guy's had an account for literally less than 2 months. So yeah. Presuming. I think the week's like 200-ish hours. No, a week is 150-ish hours. 2 weeks is about 300. It's about 4 weeks in a month. So yeah, he's been active for a little less than 2 months with that account. Oh well. But thinking on now, I don't need the splint in my secure container since I had that Serve 12. The Serve 12 replaces splints. I haven't heard any X6 getting popped, so... That's one thing that's neat about this map is that when somebody triggers an exit, it creates an audio cue, which I think somebody told me it's unique to each exit. But I'd have to figure it out myself. comes a guy. What part of the map would that be near? Infirmary, maybe? Infirmary testing servers. Yeah, it's got to be defense. Wasn't expecting that. Damn, I sure made him eat that though. Man, you know he's pissed off. Well, sorry, Professor Loot Goblin. You just got looted up. Oh, go fuck yourself. That's a team. Oof. Judging damage to that. Fucking aimbots. Fucking aimbots. Yeah, I'm done, Labs. They knew I was precisely there too, which pisses me off. They should not have been able to do that. So that's a fucking cheat team. Let's see here. Headshot. No, go fuck yourself. That is 100% a cheat team. Less than a week old. You are level 53. You dumb motherfuckers that cheat like that. You motherfuckers. Wow, to be that fucking blatant. Okay, so kill me, Professor Loot Goblin. Y'all are a fucking cheat team. Congratulations. Enjoy the fucking ban. Okay, quickly go make a highlight of that to send to the devs, because that is something that should not be fucking happening. God damn, an entire fucking cheat team. What a bunch of pussies. God damn. Have a fucking spine. Now you're that blatant fucking cheaters. Holy shit. Alright, wait a second so I can get there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, just no fucking way that those guys are legit. Just no fucking way. No fucking way. They're wearing the same kind of fucking kit. Once I killed their one buddy, they beeline straight for there. And they knew the exact fucking room I was in. So, no, that's... If I hadn't had the shotgun loaded with Piranha, I probably wouldn't have killed the first cheater. But that is 100% a fucking cheat team. That is 100% a fucking cheat team. Oh well. Oh, I did get him in the face. That explains the damage of that. Yeah, that's just not even fucking subtle. Oh well. Oh well. Next thing is just send an email off. I don't know. Maybe they'll fucking do something. More than likely they'll just hand gesture themselves off. there for now. Hopefully when I get back later today, I can play something that's not as blatantly fucking infested with fucking cheaters left, right, and center, like Tarkov is. But there's just nothing subtle about that first and second encounter where it's just first guy, not even a minute into the match, he headshots me from nowhere nearby. That encounter, they came straight to the room I was in. The moment I hopped out the room, the guy headshots me fucking perfectly. Go back and look at that footage real quick. And that they lobbed a grenade in the exact fucking distance in to get me. You're fucking kidding me. They hip fired me in the head at that range with me running. Oh well, that's just another 100% cheater encounter. It was a cheat team. That's what's amazing.